We want the white majority to go from being a majority to being a minority and like it. And you're watching the rise of an American demagogue that is a very, very despicable person. Yeah. And I was shaking listening to him talk.
I am shaking. That's what he says. Just shut the.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have another viral moment provided by Vivek Ramaswamy. Some people love him, some people question him, but you cannot deny the amount of viral moments this man is providing, he's collecting. And, you know, when you sit back and you hear what he says when he gets up on stage, it's not too hard to see why he's becoming a big talking point on social media every time he does step on stage. And being somebody who's obviously across the pond, but being part of the younger demographic, I can see why younger people in America would be gravitating towards him, because he doesn't sound like your classic politician, right? The cookie cutter politician. It doesn't sound like somebody who writes his speeches for him. It sounds pretty authentic, especially with the narratives he's recently been calling out. You know, that's a big thing. It's a huge thing. So it's no surprise more and more people are warming up to him. He's also getting involved with social media, which again is a big thing with younger people. Recently, he's been interacting with Jake Paul, a huge influencer, millions of followers. He went to his boxing match recently. He stepped into the ring after Jake Paul won, and Jake Paul ended up saying this to Vivek, which again ended up going viral. Take a watch.
Hey, he said he voted for Biden.
So when I see somebody bringing that energy into politics, it kind of makes me sit back and think, yeah, you know what, maybe we need somebody with that high intense energy, that outspoken energy coming into our own political landscape. Because when I sit there and I listen to British politicians, you know, it's no wonder I say to people, well, you know, if you want to fall asleep quickly, just listen to one of these guys talk, because it can be one of the most boring things to watch and listen to. But that's neither here or there, maybe another topic for another day. But this viral moment that we're going to be discussing today comes after a CNN contributor that goes by the name of Van Jones, who, by the way, is known for crying. Genuinely, he cried after Joe Biden and got elected. Take a watch.
It's well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters. And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to back up for no reason.
Yeah, that's the quite the embarrassment. But he condemned Vivek recently and said he was literally shaking. By the way, yeah, he was shaking. Oh wow. After Vivek was on stage and doing what he does best, going absolutely off on the mic, mentioning things nobody else would even dare mention, and obviously those things he did mention was labeled racism, bigotry, etc, etc. But one of the things he said that caught a lot of attention from the left, especially CNN and Van Jones of course, was Vivek saying that the Democrats push the idea of white people being replaced, and it's not just a white supremacist conspiracy theory, and you're not allowed to talk about that, you're not allowed to mention that. But the left, the Democrats, can say whatever they want, but as soon as you say that, nah, it's wrong, it's evil, as Van Jones is going to show you all in a clip coming up in just a bit. We all know the story by now. They can say anything and the mainstream media pushes it, right? It gets accepted, it becomes normalized, and everybody else has to sit there and think, wait, hold on, what is going on here? But let's just check out this clip by Van Jones where he sits there and says, I was literally shaking after what I heard Vivek Ramaswamy say. Yeah, take a watch.
And the smug, condescending way that he just spews this poison out is very, very dangerous, because he won't stop Trump, but he's going to outlive Trump by about 50 years. And you're watching the rise of an American demagogue that is a very, very despicable person. Yeah. And I was shaking listening to him talk, because a lot of people don't know that is one step away from propaganda coming out of his mouth.
Just imagine sitting there and really saying, I was shaking after somebody said something. I mean, hey look, they're probably not used to somebody stringing a whole sentence together, because the man that he cried over getting elected doesn't really give them the privilege of doing so. So hearing somebody speak in full sentences can probably be a big thing and a challenging thing to grasp, not used to it. And it not only happens in America, by the way, it happens everywhere through these sort of agendas. Recently, we've had a huge company that goes by the name of Aviva make huge news after it came out that they will not hire non-diverse people, so specifically white senior males, unless it gets permission from the female chief executive. Now just imagine if somebody sat there and said the same but in reverse, right? The shoe was on the other foot. Yeah, that person becomes the most hated person on the planet. The world must stop spinning. If you question these agendas, nah, that's it, you're a bigot. If you say, well, I have a problem with immigration and the high numbers, well, that's just the most racist thing anybody can say. If you question DEI and how it's affecting different people, oh, well, you're just a bigot. And all these things are pushed by the left, by the liberals, the Democrats. But it's okay to say, it's okay to say if you're on the left and you say it about white people. It's normalized. It's the okay thing. It gets pushed. And Van Jones has been caught on video saying the same stuff. Right, he's criticizing Vivek, but has actually said the stuff that Vivek is actually questioning and pointing out. In a video, Van Jones said, we want white people to become the minority, and they must accept the change. We all know change is difficult, but you must get on with it. Right, take a watch.
Asking the white majority to do something is difficult. And I think it'd be easier if we just acknowledge that it's difficult. No ethnic majority group in 10,000 years of human history that I could find ever went from being a majority to being a minority and liked it. And that's basically the request from the racial justice left, is that we want the white majority to go from being a majority to being a minority and like it. That's a tough request. And the reality is that change is hard. Change that you want is hard. Change that is good is hard.
And is that not just the mindset of the left, liberals, not even just in America, but obviously this country as well, Labour, etc., etc. But I digress. Vivek Ramaswamy just made a guest appearance at a Turning Point event where he said a lot of things whilst on stage, and the thing that's being spoken about the most, obviously, is to do with Van Jones, where he tells him to shut the F up. Yeah, take a watch.
We demand a government that tells us the truth again in this country. That's what we require. We can handle the truth. That's what it means to be a citizen of this country. So I say that on that last debate stage to a bunch of Republicans that are shaking in their boots. These are the things you're not supposed to say in the Republican Party even today. And then you get the mainstream media. You got this character, Van Jones, on CNN afterwards saying, this is the rise of an American demagogue who's going to live 50 years longer than Trump. This is dangerous. I am shaking. That's what he says. Just shut the fuck up. At a certain point, just shut the fuck up. Van Jones at CNN.
I mean, hey, look, it's pretty crazy, right? You don't normally see people in politics speak like that, which is why it's drawn a lot of criticism as well. A lot of people are saying, well, if somebody's running to be president, they shouldn't be talking like that, and that's understandable. But what I would say is we live in a different time now, and this is what younger generations especially react to. They see that and they go crazy, right? And then they get interested, they get invested. And if he was swearing the whole time, yeah, that's an issue. But when you hear somebody talking like that, I would even say maybe it adds a little bit more of a human side to them, because everybody swears at the end of the day. All of us swear in our day-to-day lives. We try not to, but a lot of us do. So we see somebody talking like that, or Americans might see somebody talking like that, and they might feel a little bit more relatable. But I am pretty sure, and I think this is for certain, he saw that energy Elon Musk brought to his advertisers when he told them to go F themselves. And I think he thought to himself, yeah, you know what, I need to bring some of that energy to Van Jones. I'm pretty sure that's the case there. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this issue. What are your thoughts on Vivek Ramaswamy telling Van Jones to shut the F up? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed today, then please for me also make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Comment on this video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day. Stay safe. My voice is going. I'm getting better, slowly but surely getting better. But oh boy, it's so hard to speak when you're ill. For some reason, I can't string sentences together. I'm pretty much like Joe Biden. But have a great day. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.